Hello SGD. So today I'm going to show you guys how to use the Workiz app and to make sure that we're taking the max out of it in our system. So first of all, I'm going to tell you Workiz is an app that creates us the invoices, and it's also the app that you guys are going to be using in order to follow up after jobs and get that stuff. So let's get started. We're going to go open up the app, and we're going to have here a test job that I'm going to be playing around with, and I'm going to show you the system. So let's click on that test job. So the first thing that I'm going to show you guys over here is going to be the start job. If you guys click on it, it's going to basically track your time at the job. Then we're going to go into arrival status, which in this place, you guys are going to be able to let the customer know that you're running behind or that you're on the way to them. That will send a text message to the customer. Let's go back. The next thing that I will show you over here on this screen is that you guys can send a review by punching in the job status over here. Okay. So if I click on this, I can send a review link to the customer that is the closest one to us. In this case, let's just say, for example, the customer was in Chanhassen, Minnesota. Then the closest location to that one is going to be Superior, Eden Prairie. So I will look for a review link for Superior, Eden Prairie, which I've already pressed in this case. But let's just give, for the example, send a review link to Hopkins. And then the customer will get an SMS with that message and with that link to his phone. Before we close the job in the system, we're going to hit this button that says ready to close. But we're not going to do it right now. We're going to do it after we're going to finish with the job. The next thing that I'm going to be showing you guys is going to be how to create a inspection list. So you guys go to job details, okay, towards here. And then we will go into something that is called opener inspection and door inspection. We're just going to choose here pass, fill, pass, no, Centra. I'm not going to go through all of them right now. I'm just going to show you guys for the example so you'll have it and you're going to be able to show this to the customer. So let's click on update job over here. And then we will go to finance. In finance, you guys will have, that's where you guys are going to create the invoice. That's where you guys are going to create the documents. So now we're going to start by creating a document that is going to be the inspection list. Therefore, we will go into documents. On documents, we will click the plus sign. Then you guys are going to need to choose between the inspection list, which you guys have this one and this one. So if you guys are in Minnesota, you will choose Superior. If you guys in Texas, you guys are going to choose Supreme. Let's, for this example, choose Superior one. And voila, we have yourself an inspection list with everything that we passed, fill, yes, no, etc. This is what you guys are going to be showing the customer on the inspection list. Now let's go to the fun part and create an estimate for the customer to start up. So the first step we're going to do is click on estimates on the plus sign over here. And we click the plus sign. Now it's going to want items. On this screen, we're going to have two types of items over here, okay? The first one is going to be a group, okay? Which you guys are going to see has this sign, okay? Literally this sign over here. And an item, and that group, combines a few items inside it, and I will explain myself in a second. If I will scroll down, you guys are going to see here items. So a group basically combines a few items together in order to save you guys the time of punching every single one of them by itself. So for example, spring job double, let's click on that one. Suddenly you guys see service call 49, torsion spring, 2 springs times 185, a system lube in tune, 23-point inspection, and labor charge. When you guys want to change the prices or the name of it, it's very easy. You just click on the item itself, no matter where on the screen. Let's just click on the torsion springs, and you guys can see that I can change the name over here if I need to, and I can also change the price. So let's just say that you've quoted the customer, you want to quote $229 per spring, and you have 2 springs. Let's leave the quantity as is. Let's just click save, and you will see that that spring price had changed from 185 to 229 per spring. Let's say that you guys want to waive the service call because that was promised to the customer. Then we're going to change this unit price to 0 and click on save, and the service call is waived. Let's add an item over here. So for example, we want to add rollers to the sale. Instead of adding right now a group that combines all of these items, which is a service call, system lube in tune, 23-point inspection, we will click on the plus sign again. But now, instead of adding a group, we will add a single item. So you can either search the item over here, or you can just scroll down and look for the item over here. In this case, I will select for the nylon rollers. I'm going to choose this option because I want to add that upsell to the deal. So we will click on that. I will change the price, for example, for $220. If there's anything that I want to change here, instead of 12, instead of it, we can do that. Change here the price to $250, and then click on save. And you guys are going to see that this item was added over here. So if I was to choose the group name nylon rollers, then that's going to add me the whole 23-point inspection, the labor charge again, and all that stuff. And we do not want that. Let me give you another example of over here of how you can change it out. Let's just look for a discount for a coupon that you guys just wanted to apply to the customer. I'm just going to click on the plus sign, but now I'm going to show you guys how to use the search. So I'm going to search right now for a discount. And let's look for this discount. And as you can see, there's a discount from -200 on the top. Let's click on that one. And let's just say here that you promised a customer military discount. I'm just going to adjust the name. And you gave him 10% off, which was equal for, I don't know, $55. So let's just do here, $55. And then you guys are going to see that we've just added is discount military for $55. So now we're almost ready. Now we want to show this estimate to the customer. So what we will do is we will click the 3 dots on the top corner, which is over here. And we're going to do preview as client. Now it's going to generate this for the client. This is the screen that the client is supposed to look at and approve, you guys. So once he hits the approve button over here, approve estimate, then let's have him sign, accept signature. And now what's supposed to happen? This is supposed to be signed automatically into the job items over here. So now after we're done with the estimate and the customer did approve us the estimate, we will click on view invoice. So now we're back. So now after we accepted the invoice, we need to sign this job details inside to the system. So we will click the 3 dots on the top. So now we need to separate between an estimate into an invoice. After the customer approved the estimate, that's where it becomes an invoice. And that's where we want to start syncing the job into the details of the job itself. So again, we're going to click this 3 dots over here and sync details to job. What happens right now is after the customer approved it, now this is where we're going to generate the invoice to the customer, which looks identical, but instead of estimate, will show an invoice. So I'm going back to the job screen, going back to finance. Now you guys are going to see that we have the items that we've created inside the estimate inside the job items. So now if I'm going to click on view invoice, I'm going to be able to send the customer the invoice and also take a screenshot of it for myself into the closings. So now invoice, let's click on the 3 dots on the top. And view as a client, send invoice if we want to send it over, to which email we want to send it to the customer. You guys can send it by an SMS, by an email, or whatever you guys want to send the copy to. After you guys got the payment from the customer, you guys are going to be clicking over here to edit payment. You guys do not touch this one over here. You can only use by cash, check, or credit offline, which is the bottom one. So the approval number that you guys got on your transaction, on your swiper, you guys are going to enter it inside credit offline. Obviously the confirmation number. If you guys got a check, then you guys are going to add it into check number over here. Of course, before you finish the job, we always upload our invoice to the WhatsApp. So we will do preview and literally take a screenshot with our phone of this invoice signed with the customer details. That way we have it inside your closing groups into WhatsApp. So then the last thing that is left to do is send a link for a review to the customer. Let me just go back to job details. Send a review, whichever the one is the most relevant one. So if you guys are in Chanhassen, you're going to be sending over the Eden Prairie location. If you guys are in Minneapolis, look for the Minneapolis location or the one that is closest by to Minneapolis, and we will send the link over there. So once we guys are done, you guys are going to put ready to close over here, status, and upload the picture to WhatsApp with your closings, and you guys are done. Good luck and have a wonderful day.